All right, hey everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and I am live streaming. And once again, you are joining the Hero Hour. Let me check those. All right, hey everybody. Oh, wow, that was really loud. All right, let me turn down the volume just a little bit. All right, I got so much stuff. So much stuff tonight. We may end up having to break it out and make it into 2 or 3 shows. But I got something really cool I want to show Kodiak in a bit. So I'm so glad he's here. He had to step away for just a quick second, but that's all right. Let me see if I can get my my art materials all in one place. Just 1 second. So I continue to move stuff into storage and all that good stuff that we're working on for this most current move that we're doing. Hopefully it'll be the last move for a while. You know, that's what we said last time we moved, but that's just the way it goes. But I went back to the old storage unit, which is one of those ones that we've had for many, many, many years, and it's crammed full of junk and so forth. And I actually found some boxes and some bins full of treasures that I'm going to be taking to the store, and I'm looking forward to sharing some of that wonderful stuff with you guys. But I'm going to start this evening out with a drawing. I have an idea for a pinup that I'm going to do. And last night I did the skunk girl portion of it, which I really liked. I liked how it came out. Now I'm going to do the other character, and then I'll bring it all together and throw Hero in the middle of there. We'll see what happens. Hey, Ahmed, how's it going, man? All right. Glad to have you with us, my friend. Oh, let me see. Where is my pencil? Here we go. Actually, I need my sketchbook too. Where's that at? All right. Oh, Kodiak, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Good. I found a bin in. Yes. Hey, Evan. Evan's here. It's the pound sign crew. All right. I found a bin of special cards from my card collection. And what this was completed sets of special cards. You know, like if there was a card set that came out that had like 6 prism cards as the chase cards. This is the completed sets that I have of those chase cards. And I had a couple there that I had gotten signed by different artists. There's only 2 or 3 in there, but I got one that once you see it, you'll flip. Absolutely flip. Matter of fact, we may start with that first because I've been waiting all in the back since yesterday to show this to you. But
awesome.
Let me.
Your camera's going blurry.
Yeah, I see that. We'll get it fixed in just a second. All right. So this bin, like I said, these are completed sets of special cards, and I'll show you as an example. The DC series. This is DC series 1 from 1992. Had 10 hologram cards as the chase cards, and I have a complete set of the chase cards. And these were all done by Walter Simonson. Did the art on them.
Those are the ones I was talking about the other day.
Yeah, these are.
Those so good.
The funny thing about this set is that if you opened up a new box, there were 4 hologram cards in the set, and they were the top 4 packs. Yeah. So if you open up a new box, if you grab the top 4 packs, you got 4 holograms. So that was how you found those. That's kind of crappy, but there was Wave Rider, Green Lantern, Lois and Clark, Lobo, Superman, Wonder Woman, Darkseid, Deathstroke, the Terminator, the Flash, and Hawkman. And like I said, complete set. And then I have all different sets in here, but there's some signed cards in here which I think are actually pretty cool. This is one. This was when Continuity Comics did their Death Watch 2000. The big chase card that they had was a signed Neil Adams signed and numbered card. And I actually have one of those. This is number 4013 out of 7500, numbered and signed by Neil Adams. says, congratulations, you've received a limited edition autograph card. Well, I went and looked to see if these actually had any value, and most people sell them from anywhere to 20 to 50 bucks a piece, but there's dozens of them out there. So it's, I mean, 7,500. There's, you know, actually I saw somebody that had a complete set of the cards, all 10 of the hologram cards, the 7 extra cards, 2 of the sports cards, like they did Ken Griffey Jr. and Shaquille O'Neal and all. Mm-hmm. They had 2 of those plus this card for 50 bucks for the entire set. So, I mean, it's not worth as much as you'd think it would be worth, but Neil Adams is still around and kicking. But when something changes, you never know. You never know.
He is pretty old. That's so bad.
But this card is actually from 1993. So pretty cool. Well, these are cards. What I had started to do is when I went to shows and hold on a second. I just rented 2 99-cent movies from Redbox, says Ahmed. Very cool. And Evan Von Scriver says that looks cool. It is cool. See, I'm keeping up on the chat. # reading the chat. So what I was doing is I was taking cards.
I'm gonna steal that. That's awesome.
So what I was doing is I was taking cards that I really, really liked, and if I saw an artist and that did the art for the card, I got him to sign it, and I kept them. And so these are kind of special to me. But this one is Spider-Man 2099, signed by Rick Leonardi, who actually did the art on the card, and actually was one of the original designer for the character. So this was actually just from one of the what set is this? It was just the Marvel 1993 set. So 93 was a good year for me.
Yeah, I like.
So that's kind of cool. Then I got Michael Baer, who did this Colossus card. I got him to sign it, so that was kind of cool. This is, I believe, this is also from the 93 set. Nope, 92. This is a 92 set.
Yeah, it's Marvel Universe 3. Third set. That is too. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Oh, it is. I knew it was Texera.
Isn't that awesome?
That's amazing.
And this was actually from like 93, because this is the 92 card. But I remember he came to a show here in town, and these cards were extremely popular then. And I had this one where he did the art on it, and it's Ghost Rider, and I had him sign it.
That's amazing. And it's so good. You can see his signature. I need to work on my signature.
Yeah, it's an awesome card. Yeah. It's a very, very pretty card.
Let's start the bidding now, Avery.
I was just showing him some of my signed cards, but check this out. I also got a couple of these. Remember, I said the chromium cards, the large ones. These 2 were both signed by Adam Hughes.
Oh, cool.
This was a Brian Stelfreeze. And see, that was a Brian Stelfreeze. Yeah, don't I wish I had a Simon Bisley signed by Simon Bisley, but This was okay. Here, I got to tell you the story behind this card. It's actually kind of funny. So back when I worked at the comic book store,
Jim Lee, right?
Yes, it's Jim Lee, and it's signed on the back by him. It's in ballpoint pen, so it's really hard to make out. But
there was a time when I would have flipped out about that more than I would the text. But
well, my boss at the time that I went to he went to like a diamond retailer thingamabot or whatever, and he came back and he brought this back because they got a chance to meet Jim Lee, and he signed it. And he did a big promotion in the store where if you spent so much money or whatever, you got points and blah blah this and blah blah that, and at the end of the month they were gonna give away this card, and he forgot about it and lost track of it and just said, "Here, you take it. Just if anybody asks, we gave it to a winner." So he gave it to me. That's how much of a shitty boss he was. So, I mean, he was nice to me, but he was shitty to his customers. So,
he was pretty crappy to you. Isn't that the guy you quit on twice?
Yes, it is. It is. And then Evan says, "I have signed Steve Jackson card." He says, #, I have a signed Steve Jackson card. Very cool. Whipped out the Simpson card. Yeah. Well, check this out. This was. Remember how we were showing you those cards before, the Wizard cards, where they were special cards that came with Wizard?
Oh, yeah, those are so beautiful.
The very first one they did was the Spawn. This is the #1 card. They did a limited edition run where they sealed them, they gold foil, they sealed them, and they numbered them. And they sent them to the store depending on how many issues of Wizard you ordered. And my boss sold them for 20 to 40 bucks a piece. And at the time, me and my friend Jason were buying these every month that they came out. And then one day, this was after the cards had started to kind of fizzle, so they weren't selling that great. Instead of getting like 2 of these sealed cards, he got a box of them. So for that month, instead of getting 1 or 2 cards, he got a box. And I don't remember how many were in a box. And we were like so excited. We were like, dude, put them out real cheap, and that's why you sell them all. He said, no, I'm going to keep them at the regular price. He only sold like 2 or 3 of them, but he had gotten a whole box. It's like, you are such a weasel. And we ended up buying them from him, and he sold them to us for half off, even though, you know, we knew he had a whole box full of them. And it was, I don't remember what card it was, but it really ticked us off that he would even charge us for something he got for free, you know? But, oh well. But the other, there's other cards in here. Oh, a complete set of the Boris Vallejo Prism cards that came with the first Boris Vallejo set.
Oh, okay. I see they kind of pop the art. The prism doesn't. The
prism
doesn't go over the art. It's behind it.
Well, what's so bad? You see this one where it's got the centaurs.
Yes.
They didn't put the prism behind where the bow was. It just looked bad. But this is back when they first started doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, the illustrations on the inside was so much cooler. But yeah, I've got those. I've got, let's see, a complete set of the bench warmer prisms. Let's see, Kelly. What were these? These were the Ken Kelly. There was a set of 3 of those. I got all 3 of those.
That one's nice, and I bet you they look even worse on the camera than they are.
Oh
man.
They did a set. There was a set that came out. I don't remember the year, but there was a set of creator-owned characters where different artists contributed art to the set, and then the special cards were these. Well, there was 2 sets of special cards. This is one of them. This is Dave Johnson's character called Intrepid. I don't think he's ever made an appearance in comics, but this is Steve Grant and Mike Zeck's enemy, who I believe there was a comic series from Dark Horse about him. Then this is Cully Hamner's characters. These were the U.S. Marshals. And this one, which is Power and Glory, is Howard Chaykin's characters. And these guys actually got their own series from Malibu Comics. So they appeared, most of these characters appeared in this card set first, and then went on, and some of them never went on and did anything.
And who was that?
That was all different ones. That was, hold on a second. No. It was Dave Johnson, Mike Zeck, Cully Hamner, and Howard Chaykin. But the really cool one set I have here, this was another set. This is the Kuberts. It was Sergeant Major Aker from Adam Kubert, Tartar from Joe Kubert, and Civil from Andy Kubert. But this was a set where if you put them all together. Oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. It was like this. The cards go like this. But it was each of their creations.
Yeah, I love that. I love when they did that.
Yep. Eagle says pound sign. Pound sign. All right. Oh, here's actually a nice complete set that I have. This is from the Spider-Man Flare set. These were the chromium cards. There were 9 of them. And this is Black Cat.
Oh, dude, wait. Just hold it on that one. Oh.
Black Cat by Boris Vallejo.
Okay. Oh, one of the only thing I ever won that card. One of the only thing I won something. We knew, and me and my dad had to get in. It was a rainy day. We had to get in the car and go to this comic store. It wasn't St. Augustine, because I would remember that, but it was like out there, you know? So we drove all the way because I had won this thing, and my dad knew. My dad knew it was only a card, but it was just important to me that I had won it. And
was it this card?
It was that card.
Really?
But check it out. It's that artist. It was Boris, but it was a hover, like it was see-through, except for her.
Oh yeah, there was a set in this particular set that was like that. Yeah. Right. But this is the 9 chromium cards. So let me go through these real quick. We had Boris Vallejo doing Black Cat, Lee McLeod doing Carnage, Julie Bell doing the Hobgoblin.
I like that Julie Bell. Yeah. I wouldn't have liked that as a kid.
Ken Kelly doing Craven.
Didn't she pass away, Ken Kelly?
Ken Kelly?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
I think she did. I think she just passed away like within a year ago.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah. Ian Miller on The Lizard. Richard Corbin on Scorpion. Joe Jesko on Spider-Man. Dave Dorman on Venom.
Venom.
So and Simon Bisley doing the Vulture.
Yes.
That's an awesome little set.
See, it's so funny. You see that Biz art, the even Tex era. Remember Transformers Generation 2, that first book that came out that was kind of like that kind of art, that 90s, I don't want to say blocky, but it was real heavy metal inspired, heavy metal magazine inspired, Fact 2 and like Bisley like art. And it was all throughout the 90s. And I used to hate it when I'm in the 90s. Now it's what I really, when I see it now, it just draws me in. I don't know.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And this was the hologram set for the second series of DC, which had Captain Marvel, Hawkman, Lobo, again, of course, the Spectre, Superman, and Swamp Thing.
Ah, something. That's
very cool, yeah. Oh, check this out. This is something that a lot of people probably don't have, but do you remember Plasma or Plasm? It was
it's vague.
What's his name? Jim Shooter, when he left Valiant, he started a new company and they did Plasm. And this was a card set that came out as a promotional set, a preview, and it was Splatterball, the ultimate blood sport. And the initial preview set came in a little metal tin, and it was numbered of 48,000 sets, which that seems like a whole heck of a lot. But this is a complete set of the cards for the Splatter Bowl, which shows you all the different characters and so forth. But it was the only way you could get this special foil card, some grotesque monster called Excess. But
that's a good name, actually.
This only shows you how insane I was about cards back then, that I would buy something like this, you know. But hey, you know what? I got it. A collector, I couldn't get rid of them. But yeah, this is not all of the special cards that I had. These are just the completed sets of special cards. And there's like a whole completed set of William Stout chromium cards. And
great. And what are you doing to piss YouTube off? I'm not getting your notifications on YouTube.
No?
Nope. I'm gonna have to unsubscribe.
I don't know what I did.
And resubscribe.
But I also found like 4 or 5 bins filled with toys. And remember that Venom that I told you about? The one that was recalled for saying, I want to eat your brain? I found it. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta address the crowd real quick. I was about to say. It says, Evan says, howdy to Eagle. Eagle says, hello. D says, are those cards worth the money? Not really. And Evan says, I know, I have answers. Oh, okay, good. Pick me. All right, hold on a second. I want to show you this. You know what's so sad? Oh, there's some other stuff in this bin which I found, which are fantastic. And we may have to make it into a video, but here it is. This is the electronic Venom Talks.
Oh God, dude! You got to sell me that.
Now, here's the bad thing. It has the voice thing was like a backpack that like connects to his back.
Oh my God.
And this is what year is this from? This is from wait a minute. It does say battery instructions to replace. It does tell you how to replace the batteries. But this is from 1991.
Those toys looked really horrible.
Yeah, some of them did. But here's Here's the funny thing. He
All
has.
of them did.
He says 3 different things.
My wife just said to me.
And his backpack actually has 3 different buttons, one for each of the sayings. And guess which one of the sayings is fizzling out?
I will eat your brain.
Yeah, here, listen. This is a.
Watch it work this time.
Hold on.
Watch it not work at all this time.
Oh, damn it. I was doing it just a minute ago.
Yeah, he killed it.
That is so horrible. That's actually what Venom would sound like. What the hell was that? Sounded like that scene in the McFarlane one where he choked somebody with his.
All right, never mind. All you hear is static. I'm pretty sure the batteries. Well, when I found it in the storage unit, I pulled it out and I pressed the button and you hear him say, "Die, Spider-Man!" And then I pressed the other button and he goes, and then I hit the middle button and it went. I'm like, crap.
Truth is, for a kid that was old enough to play with those, I got the one that was introduced first, which was the one that squirted ooze from his chest. But I hated the fact that he had this plunger. Okay, and Avery just said that those look like crap. Now, Venom was the first one in my eyes. When they came out, they immediately was a disappointment. You, even as a kid, you was just like, what? You was like, man, my dad used to have a collection of Secret Wars, which were better than this. And I had like Iron Man, which was crap. Then I got the Venom, which was beefy, like the comic and stuff like that. So he was, I mean, as a kid, I loved him. Now I look back and go, yeah, he was kind of thing. What I didn't like was the hole in his chest and the hole in his back. So I wanted a new one that was released like, later that year, which if you'll notice, his back's complete and his chest is complete. So there's no big old hole in his back like the previous one was. So it's the same toy, the same mold technically, but the other mold had a big hole in its back.
You want to see a couple of the cool ones?
Yeah, see, we weren't kids when those came out.
Yeah. Like 15, 16.
Do you remember these?
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Yeah, I could see that. You had by then you had seen better.
I wonder if these are collectibles right now. The gargoyles.
I did like the Secret Wars though. I was a little kid when those came out.
Yeah, and even when they still hold weight today. They're like just simple. I loved Gargoyle. Well, I never got to watch it. I just loved their look. I love the idea of them.
It was a good show. It had a good story.
Yeah, that's what I'm always told. I have that sword and never knew it came from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, this was back in the day when I was buying toys with Mike, and we were keeping a lot of them still in the packages.
Yeah, I got rid of most of my toys. I had to sell them cheap.
Yeah,
I had a few left, but most.
There's another good one.
Yeah, I had cracked tusk.
No, I hated those too. Those look like garbage.
Oh,
I think by the time those came out, McFarlane was around, so you really got to be like.
Yeah. That was going to be my next question. What was y'all's reaction to McFarlane?
They were, oh, dude, they're dope. I'd still be buying some of them if I just had money to burn.
Yeah.
I have a complete set of the Alpha Flight toys.
Those are boss.
I sold some that I wish I could have kept, but
toys
like
or
Akira, the McFarlane Akira toys.
Yeah, I have one of those, I think.
Yeah, I had them, and I had Kaneda on I had both Kanedas, the one by himself and the one on his bike. And
his Terminators was boss. I like that Alpha Flight. How old were those? The Alpha Flight.
Let me look. Here's one from the X-Men movie. This is Mystique with a Wolverine skin.
She's naked.
She's naked.
I've never seen that toy before in my life. Never knew it existed.
Thing is, though,
it's actually kind of hot.
The Alpha Flights were $99
to me because McFarlane had come around, so anything that looked like this, that was in the same, and they were in the same price range as a lot of McFarlane figures. I was like, why? Why does your toy look anything less than awesome if it's for a major franchise when there's this guy over here selling something that looks like the artist who drew the book?
Well,
here's one that's pretty awesome.
Things that look like movies.
Darkstalkers. Do you know they even made action figures of Darkstalkers.
Wouldn't even go on my radar if I did.
These the Frankenstein monster from Darkstalkers was one of the influences for Ricky 17. All right, what year is this made? 98.
Hey guys, you got to look at my screen real quick, just for a timeout. This is my blue pencil. This is what I have left. I use, these erasers. I've taped it up to where it fits perfectly into this, and that's how I draw with it.
Oh wow! Check this out. This package from Darkstalkers was in the same bin as this one, and the plastic has yellowed to the point where you could barely see the figures.
That is so weird.
And they're in the same bin. Nothing special. Just in the same bin.
I had the Resident Evil figures, and I think one of those did the same thing.
Oh, here we go.
To do with probably the resin they were pouring molds with.
Here, Fantastic Four. This is based on the cartoon show, Terrax.
Yeah, Flame On. And
The only one that looked good out of that whole series was Thing, and that's only relative to he didn't look like junk like the rest of the Marvel characters.
Video game superstars, Capcom's Resident Evil. I think this is from the same series as the Darkstalkers.
I had all the Resident Evils.
So this was the thing with McFarlane. He came out and it was awesome, and they were playable, even though they had a tendency to break real easy.
Yeah. It's the soft plastic for making such detailed molds.
Right.
You set them all. You could set, like, I have a McFarlane figure I need to fix because I bought it because it just looks cool set up, right? But it broke under its own weight.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
But that's
it's like Spawn coming down a wall.
But he was figuring it out. They were figuring it out as they went along.
It's a later one.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I think I have a complete set of the Resident Evil ones. Oh, maybe
I'd
not.
have bought them from me because I got pretty cheap.
These I bought at the store. I think some of these still have the price tags on them.
The KB clearance when KB was going out of business.
Yeah,
I remember that.
That's when I got them. I got them for like a couple of bucks each.
That always
Claire Renfield, Jill Valentine.
And this guy never played Resident Evil either.
Yeah, no. I'm familiar with the movies.
Yeah, the movies aren't Resident Evil.
And then there's a Hunter and a Chimera. And then what is this? Chris Renfield. Oh, I have two Chris Renfield? No, I have a complete set. Yeah, I got a complete set of these things. I didn't even realize I did.
Which you guys are gonna maybe bust my balls a little bit, but I wanted to bring up something. So I downloaded The Mask because I've been trying to look and find X from Dark Horse, and it's hard to find. But I found an omnibus of The Mask, and I'm like, I'll download this and I'll read it for the first time because I never have.
I've never read it.
You've never read it?
No, I wasn't interested.
I've read it.
The movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you might like the book. The movies. The Stanley Ipkiss dies in like the first 3 books, and he's never mentioned again. He has the mask for like 3 seconds, and then the main character is kind of the girlfriend who's on the hunt to get the mask away from the people who want the mask. And the mask goes on this almost semi-anthology, which is kind of cool. But the mask is a serial killer. It's fucking loopy. It's crazy. It kills everybody. It's great. It's freaking great. It is absolute insane. It is like having a serial killer. He wasn't a superhero at all.
No.
So.
Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going? He says, hey there, I was just watching David Letterman Netflix show. Oh, I'm sorry. And he says, Gargoyles was fun. And he says, hi, Eagle. And Eagle says, the Fox King knows all. And then Lorenzo says, hey, Evan. And then Evan says, hi, Lorenzo, how you been? All right, so now we're all up to date.
The only one of those shows that I liked with David Letterman was the one with Kanye West.
I don't watch any of that stuff. I don't know.
Because Kanye West, I mean, there was this one thing that David Letterman says was like, wow, that was a good joke. And it hurt too, because it was something you didn't want to hear. And it was about Trump. But Kanye West, you get a point that Kanye West is kind of a neat individual, troubled as he may be. But like, to leave it alone, to say this and leave it alone, he reminds me of me in that he's got some good ideas, but sometimes his own voice can mess himself up.
He's his own worst enemy.
Yeah, like, yeah. I didn't say that well, but yeah, you got what I was trying to say. God, I'm at that point where I want to draw 25 million things, but I want to stay focused on drawing what I'm drawing, and it's just like, No,
I understand. I do understand that. Whoa. So what's new and happening, man? You gonna be able to make it out to the flea market anytime soon?
Let me think.
Kodiak, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm like,
okay.
Like, it just, I don't want. I got to a point where I realized I was complaining too much, and maybe Murphy's Law is hearing me. So it's like, but let's just say we got our first paycheck today, and it pretty much devastated the house. So I've been on the phone with the mortgage company all day. So it's kind of one of those things where
you got a paycheck and it's bad, or less than expected, or something like that.
If it was less than expected, it would have been better.
Oh, geez.
It would have been an upgrade.
Did somebody screw up?
I think so, but
oh, okay.
It's a long story, but it culminates to a point where you're going, okay, I can't laugh at this shit anymore. What do I have to do now? You know, what legit do I have to do to make this family? Can I do? You know, it's just I don't know. But as far as making plans to go out there, I know that sounds like such a simple hop, skip, and jump, but I am legitimately with my kids 24/7.
No. I understand.
The youngest is 3. I mean, he's getting very close to being able to be left with the oldest, but not yet, you know? So, and I can't march them guys out to the market. I'm just, you know, I would not be able to focus on you and have fun or have a good time or have a conversation even, because I'd be so worried about what they're going to knock over or what they're going to do. You know, it's like, so.
No, I understand. I
wouldn't want to do that for the first time meeting you guys in flesh anyway. You know what I mean? I would want to be like, the whole point is to get away from the family peeps, you know, to get some me time, you know? And it's just like, so.
Yeah, Avery won't say it, but I know he's thinking it. When you come to hang out with us, don't bring the kids.
She's looking at this company like a company. What she did with her old job was train stores to be team players and to make money as a team, and she was a big wig in that way and known by corporate and sent to other stores by corporate or whatever. Well, what she's seeing with this store is a complete lack of team effort. Some departments are sabotaging other departments. So she's got to like sit there and be trained. And while she's training, take all this stuff. Like I have to tear this, you know, I have to go down and tear this apart from the inside out and rebuild their structure. Right. So she's looking at it like that. And if I juggle around the van, we have the one van. If I juggle around the one van on her weekend right now, it just looks like too much of a headache.
Right.
You know? So
No, believe me, I know. I remember the struggles of only having one vehicle. There was a time
It was
when
her day off, and it felt like she, it felt like the day went super fast. She's been working 6 days a week for the past 2 months. So,
yeah, I was saying I remember when the wife and I had one vehicle, and one of us had to take the other to work and drop them off and pick them up. And I remember the night that I came home and I fell asleep.
It's like one of those things, like if, what just broke?
I didn't do it.
Did we just get muted?
No.
Mm-mm.
Hello?
No, we hear you, man.
He's muted. He just muted himself. Or did you mute him?
No, I didn't mute him.
YouTube just did that thing to us.
Yeah, I didn't mute him.
Yeah, we'll just blame YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going? Lorenzo came in and we lost Kodiak. Lorenzo says the Letterman Kanye interview was great.
What the
I
hell?
was watching the one with Jerry Seinfeld, but I'm happy to see this is on. You guys are doing this modern equivalent of Letterman. Really? Sleestack, say something.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Yeah. Well, I see Lorenzo's.
Did I just go on a ramble for like 20 minutes and you guys couldn't?
No, we heard
No,
you.
we were following along, listening to you talk about everything.
And when I dropped out, it's done. I've seen that it do that to other streams too. It's like, and then I realized that I couldn't hear you guys, so it's like whatever.
Oh well, we heard you just fine.
Mm.
We didn't realize there was an issue, but we lost Lorenzo again.
No.
That's weird.
Oh, he probably did the same thing I did, drop out to come back in.
All right, well. Hey, Lorenzo. We can see you, but we can't hear you. Are you talking?
So my kid
He
was
said
like,
I was.
my kid was like, I have a toothache, and I looked at his tooth and it didn't look right. I was like, we got to go to the dentist. We go to the dentist and they're like, yeah, he has to have surgery right now, like, dentist surgery. So, pulling teeth, but
Oh,
like,
jeez.
they had to pull teeth for like an hour out of his gums. Like they pulled the main tooth and there was still parts of the tooth on it. I was like, how did that happen so quick? They're just like, happens all the time. I'm like, geez, what?
Well, kids' teeth sometimes will grow in the wrong direction. So
yeah,
that happens. Wait a minute. Evan's asking us a question. Says, what are you going to do August 1st?
What's August 1st? Oh, Tampa?
Because that's when the Tampa Con's happening? I don't know.
Now that, this month.
Well, August 1st, the only thing that's happening August 1st for us is the house is getting sold. That's supposed to be the closing date. So
yeah,
we have to be long gone by then.
So August just turned into a bad month for all of us. I don't think you guys, you're just moving behind you, right?
Yeah, but the apartment won't be ready till the 19th, which is not this coming Friday, but the following Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we've got the time. It's just, it's hard when you got a full-time job, plus you have weekend commitments. And honestly, as of right now, I'm the only damn one who is doing anything because everybody is too busy working and not here.
Yeah,
I've moved everything into storage. I've been moving my daughter's storage unit into our new storage unit. I'm not complaining. I'm not bitching.
You are.
But
you have a right to. You should say, well, somebody needs to help.
I know.
It's one of these other abled bodies who also has time to do it, needs to do it.
Yeah.
Well, Mike did help me on the one day he was available, but he's not always available. His job, man, I don't think I could handle it. He likes his job. He likes it so much, but he has those days where he has to close like at 1 o'clock in the morning and then open back up at 10 o'clock the next day. And I'm like, I'm glad that's not my job. Oh, he's saying Hangouts is gone August 1st. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to just deal with it as it happens.
Really? Wow, they moved that up, didn't they?
Well, I know every time you log into Google Hangouts on YouTube, it sends up a message reminding you that it's coming to an end, and then they have links to what other things you can do. And just as of yet, I haven't looked into those links yet. So
yeah, what is there another thing that's like Google Hangouts, or is it like?
Yeah, I think it's a something new that YouTube is doing, I guess.
Oh.
So I haven't taken a second to read up on it to find out what it is. So.
Well, now that you know it's August,
it's gonna suck if you have to like set up a Skype call and then stream to Skype.
That's what I was thinking.
With OBS or set up something on Discord and stream that.
Well, I already have a Discord and I already have OBS, so I mean I have the tools.
I have OBS. It's just
I like using Google Hangouts because it's so much easier. But then again,
it does the rotate for you and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, if you get to where you can use OBS is
you also have to use like Streamlabs or something.
Yeah. Well, I can't use Streamlabs on the Mac, so I have to use something else. But then again, I do have access to another computer now. I do have access to the new computer, so that might not be an issue.
Yeah.
I just,
And I don't host anything enough to worry about it.
Because all my videos of me like coloring and it's all sped up, that's all OBS. When I first started streaming on Twitch, that's all OBS.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that's what you were using.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Does Twitch not have their own thing? No,
you use OBS or something like it.
Okay, hold on a second. Evan says, oh, wait a minute. There's a lot of going ons. Eagle says, hello to Lorenzo. Vegas Cat says, please check out my cute drawings. Evan says, it was supposed to be October. It's Bird Chick, says Ahmed. Evan, yes, this is Bird Chick. Ahmed said, Evan says, the new thing is not compatible with streaming. That sucks. Then he says Discord, and then he says Streamlabs OBS and OBS Studio are the same. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look at that document that who was it? Was it Commodore or was it
I thought Streamlabs was the one that they were using that does all the ticker, going across and all that stuff. Like all that stuff's not built in it's not in my OBS. The OBS just broadcasts and sets up the scenes. I thought Streamlabs was all those other, all the other bells and whistles.
I guess we're going to have to figure it out sooner than later, huh?
No.
I guess I'm going to have to figure it out sooner or later, huh?
I don't care.
Sleesack, we can't hear you, by the way.
Yeah, he's having an issue. Now, what was it, the thing that was... Yeah, it was EVS's guide. Yeah, it was that Evan's guide. Sorry, I was getting... I half for a second... I had a brain fart and thought it was Commodore, but no, it's...
I thought I smelled something.
Yeah, my brain fart.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely not a nice person, this character here.
What would be a good time to show up at the market?
Well, most Saturdays and Sundays, usually around 2, it starts to slow down to the point where, if I'm there for maybe 45 minutes to an hour without anybody even walking in the store, I'm ready to go. What's so funny is the girl who works the shop next to me is an employee there. She's not the owner. And I asked her one day, I said, hey, what time you leaving? She said 5. And I said, oh, because I'm the owner. I can leave whenever the hell I want to,
Right.
So if I'm tired and I'm ready to go and I close when I'm ready to close. And if I have people in the store, I'll stay open. I mean, I have no problem with that. There was one day, it was like 4:30 and my last customer left, and I looked at my watch and I was like, oh crap, I missed a text message from my wife saying, usually you're home by now, where are you? It was like I was talking with a customer, having a conversation.
I just filtered so many jokes. I almost said them too. My filter just worked really hard overtime.
There's times I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We had asked Todd to come in tonight's episode and talk about Key Fu Fighters, which I went by the store and picked up my copies, and he's not here. So go figure. But that's okay. We'll do that another time. But I'll show it to you guys. Okay, so this is a character I'm working on for this pinup, which is going to include my version of the Skunk Girl, which I don't know if anybody's watched the video, but I did like an action drawing of the Skunk Girl, like in an action pose, and it's gonna be a pinup where the Owl Girl is down at the bottom, and there's like a rock formation, and the Skunk Girl's at the top, and Hero's like caught in between them. But I'm really, really, really thinking about doing a card set. I mean, I really like trading cards, and I know it's become a big thing. It's definitely something I'm going to start looking into. And I really would like to get some other artists that I know to do maybe some trading card art for me for Hero. So, Mr. Kodiak, if you're interested.
Hey.
Avery, anybody else out there? I'll definitely have to see if Rick's interested.
I knew what Avery was going to say.
I include him even though I know what he's going to say. So, but I'm going to start working on some ideas and some designs for like what the cards will, look like in size and so forth. So if you're interested, Kodiak, I'll
definitely interested.
Ring you in and let you do whatever you want. So,
what's the plan of it? What's the plan now?
I have no idea. I'm still working on that.
Cool.
But most likely, what I'll do is I'll set up the template to be a certain size. So as long as your illustration is within that size, it'll work. So, what I'm thinking about doing is taking like a 9x12, measuring out the size that I'm going to be working with.
There's a Todd.
Now he comes in. Doesn't that figure?
Better late than never, they always say.
That's right. Todd, what's going on, man?
Hey, I'm gonna
how's it going?
I'm gonna seriously try to talk to my wife and see if there's some way I can come out there around 2 on Saturday and stay for a couple hours.
Okay. Well, you're more than welcome to.
Okay.
But Todd, we went through some cards earlier that you missed it. Oh, you missed all the good stuff. We talked about toys and everything.
I know. Well, I got to help my wife put the kids down and all that stuff. So
Ahmed says, Andrew, do you have any more Blu-rays to sell? As a matter of fact, I found a whole new box that I'm bringing out this weekend. There was Ahmed, I want to let you know, after I saw you on Saturday, one of the other dealers from another shop came down and he was asking me about, I think it was the guy from Doo-Wops maybe, was asking me about my Blu-rays, and he asked me what I would take to buy them all at one time. And
wow.
I told him I sell them, $3 a piece or 4 for $10. So I'm getting $2.50 a piece for them. And I told him I probably wouldn't go any lower than $2 if he bought all of them. And I had in the store after he left, I counted what I had. I had 200 movies in the store at that moment. So, but I'll show you real quick what else I got going. Shit. Something just went flying. I got at least 2 more boxes of videos.
Did you show any comics today?
No, I never made it by any store, and I haven't. Oh well, I did find a box that had stuff in it, but actually, I did find some comic-related stuff I might show in a minute. This is my prep for the weekend show. So this is all the stuff I'm bringing to the store. But let's see what I got here. New Blu-ray movies coming to the store this weekend. We got Miss Peregrine's Home for Particular Children, which is actually a pretty good movie.
Peculiar.
Real.
Not particular.
You know what? Hold on a second. It's Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. What did I say?
What in the heck? Why did you mute me?
I didn't mute anybody.
You said particular.
Oh,
Particular. Oh,
he's
peculiar.
got Pat Sajak today.
I know. Oh my God, why do you have Pat Sajak?
If you guys haven't seen this one, Hugh Jackman in Real
love that
Steel,
one.
this is a great movie. This is actually a fantastic movie.
It's not. It's just Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
That's great.
But it's
loved it.
fantastic.
I love every time. Every time I watch that movie, I love it.
You said it's Hugh Jackman, and it's fantastic.
Yep.
We got Frank Miller's Sin City, the original one.
Hey, I'm allowed one man crush.
Starship
Okay,
Troopers.
well, I have several, but
The original Starship Troopers with what's her name? The one
That's an awful movie. That's great.
It is.
yeah.
Murder
it really is.
Murder in the First. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that one with Christian Slater and Kevin Bateman.
Bakeman.
Bacon.
Dude, if it was
Kevin Bacon.
if it was anybody else, you would swear he was being sarcastic.
This has probably one of the most cringeful scenes in any movie I've ever seen. Gary Oldman is the warden of the jail that Kevin Bacon is in, and he hobbles Kevin Bacon with a straight razor. And I swear to God, every time I see it, it's
What?
What's the name? What's the name of the movie? Butter in the First.
Murder in the First. He
We should just
hobbles
start
him.
coming up with Andrew-like titles.
Yeah.
He takes a straight razor, like one that you would shave with,
Let's do that with all of them.
and he
We can do it.
slices his
Yeah.
Achilles heel. He slices his Achilles tendon,
Ugh.
and it's just so.
Yeah.
Every time I see that scene, just makes me cringe.
Slice tenderloins.
Yeah, Matt Damon and Edward Norton in Rounders. It's actually a pretty good flick.
Grounders. Got it. Gotcha.
Rounders, the RoboCop remake, which wasn't too bad. Fast
Yeah.
5, which is the 5th movie in the series.
He's going too fast.
He's going too fast.
Yeah,
Cher and Christina Aguilera in Burlesque.
Why?
that's Burl's cue.
Girls
Yeah,
too.
Burl. I'm
That's
surprised-
my
I'm surprised
wife's
he
movie.
I'm surprised. Yeah, sure it is. Sure it is, Glee Boy. Sure.
Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart in American Ultra, which was okay. It had a good concept to it.
Yeah, what? God, you're
Ron Howard's movie Rush, which is actually pretty cool.
yeah.
Ah.
I'm sorry,
wait,
my
look.
favorite song,
Look
but-
at his stack now. It's Brokeback Mountain.
Blake
Oh, I bet.
Lively in Savages. This is a good one. Melissa McCarthy in
Of course,
Spy.
Andrew
This is a really bad
Andrew's standard for this is a good movie is he saw it.
Brandon Lee in The Crow, the original Crow.
My wife is
I
starting
love
to get.
that movie.
Yeah, that's an epic.
Um,
My wife is starting to get that way. She'll see anything and she's like, "That's great."
Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper, Amy Adams, who's fantastic. Jeremy Renner and
Red hair
Jennifer
does
Lawrence.
not talented.
Who?
I said
Amy
red-
Adams is very talented.
red
This is
hair-
probably one of my favorite Kevin Costner movies. Draft Day. And if you guys have never seen this one,
No,
it's
I haven't seen
fantastic.
that one.
Oh,
You've
it's
never
great.
seen Waterworld? I mean, come on.
Hey, do you
Yeah.
know Waterworld is coming out this month in a steelbook case in a 14
Yes, I
edition?
know it. I just wonder why.
God,
Why?
you don't
Because
like
Andrew
Waterworld?
Because-
Because,
it.
because they know I'm going to go and buy it. They know I'm going to buy it.
Great edition of Ishtar.
Waterworld's one of my favorite all-time movies.
Robert De Niro, Edward Norton, and Mia
Of course,
Jovovich
I
in
downloaded-
Stone.
I downloaded a fan edit, so excuse me. And it's
Mortal Instruments, City of Bones.
That's not even a real thing.
It is a real thing. It is a
What?
real movie.
Get out.
Yeah. The Fifth Wave,
You got all them. What
That
is
sounds
that?
like a
What
porno, City of Bones.
Thor: The Dark World.
it is now?
Thor,
Let
as
me-
I call it, Thor Wars.
This is the second
Let me
one.
log into my Pornhub real quick.
Watch Thor: The Dark World. Just don't look at it. Just listen.
We have John Travolta as a bald guy and Jonathan, whatever his name, from Paris with Love. Twilight Eclipse. Oh, and Twilight. Got to have both of those. The Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nicolas Cage. Stallone in First Blood, which is the first Rambo movie.
No, that's an epic movie.
That's a good movie.
Disney's Frozen.
That's not a good movie.
Oh, here's one. Here's one. Just you know what?
He's-
He's got First Blood next to Frozen right here.
Yeah. See, that tells you Andrew has no discerning taste.
Okay.
Those are both his.
It just looks like Rambo's about to take him out.
This one I'm actually not going to take to the store. I'm going to put it aside for Avery. This is Beautiful Creatures. This was one of the very first movies with Alden Ehrenreich in it.
Who the heck is all that?
He later on went to play Solo, Han Solo in the Solo movie. This was one of his. I know. That's why I'm putting it aside just for you because I know you're going to want to see it.
You know what's going to happen to you if you try to give me that Blu-ray?
I'm going to send it to you in the mail, so I'm not going to worry about it. We got Battleship, which is actually a guilty pleasure.
Andrew can be the most devious of us all.
G.I. Joe Retaliation, which is the sequel, which I think is funny in the fact that what's his name's on the cover and he's barely in the movie.
Lorenzo, did you try to restart? You can write in the group chat.
Did you guys ever see
9 is one of my favorite movies. Yeah,
this is awesome.
Yeah,
simple.
Brad Pitt and 12 Monkeys.
So another porno.
Yeah, 12 Monkeys is badass though.
Yeah,
Exodus, Gods and Kings. This was actually a really I gave it to my mom and said, "Hey, Mom, I think you might like this," and she watched it and said, "No, that was stupid."
Now follow me on this.
No, that was Noah that she thought was stupid.
Yeah, follow me on this. 9 is like a G-rated heavy metal magazine movie.
Yes,
very much so.
Yeah.
The Legend of Tarzan. This was a fantastic movie.
Why don't you have the good Tarzan movie?
They have the Disney one. They haven't released it in a steelbook.
No, not the
when
Disney
they do, I'm gonna get
one.
it. I'm gonna get it.
Not the Disney one, you putz. The good Tarzan movie.
The Expendables, the director's cut. Dark Knight Rises, Christian Bale.
The one with the guy from Highlander.
Batman, Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knight, yeah.
Ghost Rider, also with Nicolas Cage.
The first one.
After Earth with Will Smith. This is not a bad movie. It's not bad.
After Earth, I liked After
The
Earth.
Croods, which is a good one. Red with.
Everybody
Bruce
told me
Willis.
that Red was good, but never watched it.
It's good.
Red's real. I love Red and Red 2 are great movies.
Batman: Assault on Arkham. This is what the Suicide Squad movie should have been.
I keep hearing that too.
Yeah.
So.
Evan.
Yes, that's not a Batman movie. That's a Suicide Squad movie.
And it's a good one too. Evan Von Scriber says, "Pound side, controversial opinion. I liked Solo." No.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing that a lot, even from the But I have to watch it now. I just found out Darth Maul's in it, and I'm like, what? I got to see why.
Yeah, like one little clip, dude.
Oh God.
James Cameron, Titanic.
Just YouTube scene. You can find the entire scene on YouTube.
Lego.
Good idea. Thank you. Save me from that.
Lego Superheroes, Aquaman, Rage of Atlantis. Neighbors. I don't know if you guys ever saw that one. That one's it's funny. This is a good one with Denzel Washington. Flight
is an amazing movie. I love that movie.
And last but not least, The Book of Life, which is an animated movie.
The gayest one is saved for last.
No, I'm pretty sure the Twilight ones were already in.
Yeah.
Oh, I just ignored. I'm blocked that from my memory that they were in there.
You want me to put them? Oh, here, Twilight and clips. I'll put these aside just for you. Okay.
Dude, my wife can literally tell you that I cried at Twilight. And not like you think. I cried because I was like torture. It was like torture. I'm like, this is more than a man can bear. Please don't make me watch this.
The truth is, my wife and I saw all the Twilight movies opening day, and we took our daughter to see them. And the funniest scene that happened was it was in the second movie, where Kristen Stewart's character is riding the motorcycles with the werewolf kid, and she falls down and hurts herself, and he rushes over to help her, and he tears off his shirt to help her with her wound or whatever, and the entire audience goes, oh, and they all ooh and ah, and I just start rolling my eyes, and I go, oh my God, and my daughter turns to me and says, oh Dad, you love it. I'm like,
oh Jesus.
Hey there, can you hear me?
There he is.
Oh gosh.
All right, we finally took the mute
Been
button
there,
off.
done that, Lorenzo. It's like, all right, that's all we have for the day, so guys, bye.
Look at all those movies. How many movies that went by that you were like, yeah, that's a really good movie. Out of that whole stack of things, she's like, I like this, and I like this, and I like this. There's like 3 movies.
Yep.
I like whatever Kodiak's got to the right.
Here's the other one I'll put aside for Avery because I don't think he's ever seen.
No, I haven't.
Pound sign, Team Jacob.
I'm writing in blue. You shouldn't be able to see what I'm writing, drawing.
I've got me white box right now.
He's got Bob's right there on the other page, right there on Andrew's channel.
Yeah.
Straight up Bob's.
That's not Bob's. She is in a super suit. It's
Boy,
her super suit.
I like that super suit.
That's tighter than latex.
That's 100% land of loss to prove.
See, look, that one line right there tells you she's wearing a suit.
All right, guys, I want to show you all something.
No, I don't want to see what you.
I swear to God, if it's I'm gonna.
Oh.
Kifu
I was
Fighters.
pretty close.
What is it?
Kifu Fighters. This was the promotional edition, which you see promo edition down at the bottom, that was given away for free at the New York Comic Con like 12 years ago.
Huh.
And this is the regular edition, which doesn't have the promo edition at the bottom. That was actually solicited in Diamond, the catalog, previews catalog, and sent to stores. Todd and I have always had a constant back and forth on who could do something first. Like, I was the first one to get pinup published. He was the first one to get listed in Diamond. I was the first one to get married, have a boy, have a girl, have a graphic novel. I mean, I'm really far ahead of him. But,
You're the only one that ever kept track of that, and the only one that ever wanted to have anything to do with having a contest.
Well, there's still one that's out of our reach, that's within our reach, but it's going to happen. The first one to be nominated for an Eisner. I didn't say win, I just said nominated. So, tonight we're going to take a look at this book, and Todd can tell us a little bit more about it. This was published through Todd's independent comic book company called Roxbox Comics. Todd, you want to tell us where the name Roxbox came from?
I made it up.
Oh, okay, good.
So I did I did everything. So
Good answer.
Hey, yeah, so I did the logos and I did the titles and did all the artwork. Had Danimation do the colors, and Andrew Charford did the script assist.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go through the credits real quick. Rockbox Entertainment Group presents Kifu Fighters. Phil Temple, co-creator and editor. T.A. Wanish, co-creator, scripter, penciler, inker, letterer. Danimation Colors, who he's pretty awesome now, isn't he?
Yeah, Dan was good back then too.
Yeah. Andrew Charper, script assist, and Ben Granoff, cleanup assist. Covers by T.A. Why did you not go by Todd?
I don't know.
You put T.A. Wanish. It's almost like you're trying to hide who you really are.
Yeah, with a name like Wanish, I'm really hiding.
Well, okay. President and creative director. All right. Well, check out this big splash page with a planet on it, a purple planet. I'm not going to read it. You guys will have to get it, but check out some of this very not kid friendly. I've been told not to use the term kid friendly, to use all ages. Very all ages animated looking style. Yeah.
Everybody uses all ages for a reason.
Yeah. We got robots. We got a castle in the background. We got tanks.
Not me. I use the term rated R, like Heavy Metal Magazine.
And you can definitely see a lot of animation influence in Todd's art, especially for this. So, very cool.
Where that came from?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with animation at one point in time. But look at this nice big splash page of a guy's face. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we get to introduce the characters, the Kifu Fighters. You have what was the frost one called? Todd? Icy. That's right.
Oh, there's Andrew.
And then who's the ninja guy? What was his name?
You're killing me. It was Icy, Psyche,
Psyche was the ninja one.
Yeah, Psyche was the ninja one.
Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
What was the leader's name?
Oh, dude. Oh, what was it say? You're in the freaking
Cool J.
in the book. Cool J.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Cool J. And then Robo Key and Kitty. Yeah.
So, did you throw these furries in just for Andrew's sake?
I should have.
Andrew didn't have Hero back then, did you?
No. This was well before that. When was this published? Hold on a second. 2005.
Wow.
2005. So Hero wouldn't even been thought of for another 6 years. I don't know. Maybe Todd was some of the influence for me.
Maybe Todd is Patient Zero.
Probably for a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a great pinup of the bad guy, who's, by the way, his name is the Baron.
He's infectious.
That's true.
And then he actually made promo.
Those are awesome.
Promo cards.
I like that Cool J. Wow.
Cool J, Icy, Kitty, Robo Key. I like him a lot. And Psyche, Kifu Fighters preview scenes for next book. And then, oh, what an awesome splash. Do you have the original art for this?
Yeah, somewhere.
I want it.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
If you still have it, I want it, and I'll buy it from you.
The artwork's definitely impressive.
Give me a price and I'll buy it.
That's funny. I was looking through my office. It's like, what kind of gift can I give Andrew? And I'm like, I really don't fucking know. I was like,
all right.
Avery's easy. Give him books. I was like,
here's a preview for a book that never happened, which would have been cool if it did. One Man, One Hood, One Calling, Voltage, Urban Legend, coming soon.
Huh.
This was the art, the pencils for this. He never inked it, did he? He just penciled it, right?
He penciled it, and I got Kiko, who was the guy that did the cover colors for Kifu Fighters, was doing all the colors for it. He was actually basically coloring the book.
That would have been fantastic.
I think if you open up the other one, I think the other one has a double-page spread.
All right,
I don't remember. If it doesn't, it might not. I don't remember. I have Romel's double-page spread as a poster.
Oh, yes, the double-page spread preview.
And I can't remember if in the promo I actually put it in there as a double-page spread. I might not have. I genuinely don't remember.
Wasn't the funny thing about that double-page spread is that it was actually just a bunch of little illustrations that you put together into one?
There it is.
Oh, that's it right here.
Yeah, so Rommel, basically what Rommel does is he's excellent at art, but he's not really good at composition or finishing.
Yeah.
So I just had him, I was like, dude, just give me everything you want in this pinup. And he was like, here. He just gave me like half a dozen, was it like 9 or 10 drawings? And I just popped them into Photoshop and I did the composition, like putting them all together, and then I sent them over to Kiko and had him color it up.
Oh, wow. Baron and his evil minions. I don't think we ever got to see the evil minions, did we?
No.
Ah, that would have
So
been
did he function kind of like an inker, or did he ink it?
Who's that?
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
No. This was a friend of ours named Romel.
Did he draw?
All he did was pencil.
He did the pencils.
Yeah, he did the pencils. So you did so you inked it basically, or
no.
We went straight to colors.
Okay. The colorist inked over the pencils. Yeah.
He didn't ink it. He colored it.
Oh, so skip the inking stage.
Yeah, because Romel's pencils were really light. They're kind of like really sketchy. So instead of worrying about trying to make it really like a tight ink, Kiko is a really good painter with Photoshop and Painter. So he just painted it. Like he treated it like an under sketch, and he just painted the cover, right?
Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Rommel? Like, where is he? What is he doing? Does he draw anymore? Have y'all talked to him?
I had a conversation with him about a month ago, and he's working, and he's got other personal things going on. So I haven't heard back from him.
You for sure invited him on, right?
Oh yeah.
But he's kind of
he wouldn't be CG though.
Oh, I don't think he would care.
That's kind of where I am at. I'm CG because they say I'm CG, and all my friends are here, and I'm never going to turn my back on what I've been introduced here. So I am CG, but at the same time, I have a strong belief that you can not be and still be friends with CG. You know,
isn't CG just? I mean, don't most customers just not want a bunch of woke garbage in their stuff? They just want to read a good story and look at good art.
They would be woke garbage in his stuff.
No, there wouldn't. No, there wouldn't.
Here's,
I don't think so.
No,
I mean, Ramel would have every. I mean, the problem we had with Ramel, not that we had, but like, there would be like every shot would be in a strip joint.
Yeah, like mine.
Oh, well, that's
man,
I can't wait to meet Ramel.
Oh, dude, we had. I don't know if you guys remember. Like, I was speaking to like Andrew, Avery. I don't know if you were there. Are you? No, I always put you in there, but I don't think you were there. But when we did the whole New York Comic Con thing, so that year that we did the King for Fighters thing, I had a booth, like a legitimate booth at New York Comic Con, like the main area. It wasn't like an artist alley thing.
It was just you, me, and Romel.
Okay. And so we were doing sketches and portfolio reviews and handing out these books. And Ramel was doing sketches, and he had like some, I'll never forget it, dude. He had like some 7-year-old girl. I was like, asked him really nicely if she could do a sketch, and Ramel was like, "Oh, I would love to. Thank you so much for asking." And he's like talking to her, and just being a true gentleman and a professional, right?
And we're not paying attention to what he's doing either. We're doing our own thing. We're doing our own thing.
He's just sketching and like having fun and talking to mom and talking to the kid. Like, oh, you like comics? Yeah, I love Iron Man. Iron Man's my favorite. Just kind of chit chatting.
Yeah.
And he finishes the drawing and he's about to hand it over. Well, he hands it to the girl. And the little kid's like staring at it and just has his big eyes and kind of like looks back at him. And at that point, I kind of jumped over and looked at it, and he had drawn one of his women characters with these huge boobs and like super sexual. And I was like, oh, and I grabbed it from the kid, and I was like, you can't just be giving this to him. And Ramel's like, what? She wanted a sketch. I was like, dude, she's 7. And fortunately, the mom was like, no, it's fine. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was like, dude, you can't. It's like,
no, my dad had to get me. He's like, I wanted to show the kids at church, books and like Evangeline and all that stuff. And he's like, no, they don't see it the way you do. You don't see it the way they do.
Yeah, maybe the 7-year-old doesn't need a picture of a half-naked woman, twerking on a stripper pole. I'm just saying.
Whereas, I mean, I don't know. I was looking up at pictures of Boris since I can remember.
Oh man,
that's funny, Todd. You didn't hear this. Oh God, that's such a bad figure. But you didn't hear this. I tried to show my kids heavy metal because I forgot.
Yeah, I heard the story. I was on it.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was hilarious, dude.
Dummy.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, that's totally something I would do. 100%. I'd be like, yeah, look at this. It's great anime. Oh,
don't.
Oh, look what I just found. Some Tokyo Pop Digimon manga.
Didn't I give that to you?
Probably. Avery, do you want me to put these aside for you? Because I know you're a big fan.
Wow.
All right. No more trying to pick on Avery tonight. We're done with that.
I don't know, but that kung fu.
Why do I have to do anything? I just go.
This was a birthday gift.
That.
This was a birthday gift from my kid because he knows. Oh, he says something.
You want some of this?
You want some?
No, we don't.
Because they're
I love them. He's
like,
so cute.
They know I'm big fans. I'm big fans of Kung Fu Panda, and isn't this perfect? It's right in my age range, 3 to 8.
Well, I gotta tell you something that both you and Avery will love, and it has to do with that. So,
what year is this one? This is What year is this one?
I remember those stupid vehicles. Although that Punisher van, I wanted that Punisher van. You could never find it. That Spider-Man thing was stupid. And I remember hating that Captain America car and then seeing the Spawn car that was a total ripoff of that car oh my God, what happened to that? Oh, bro.
Oh my God, makes sense.
Wow. I have a bad habit of that.
You know what you're saying?
20 different thoughts going. Check it out. All right. So I just pinkied. I pinkied in the brain.
This was
what? Articulate.
This Green Goblin was from 1991. So let's just give you an idea how old it is.
It's almost good.
Yeah.
You see that Captain America car on the back though?
The Captain America car on the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember
Captain America's Turbo Coupe?
A few years later, Todd McFarlane did a Spawn car like that.
Uh-huh.
I had that Spawn car, and I just realized I don't have it. It's like one of those things that just disappears.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's why I was like, the brain fart. Oh, I do that a lot. You should not. You should empathize with sympathize with my kids.
I had the same problem today. I made a video today, and I did that so many times because I just wasn't very prepared to do it.
Yeah.
It was just about comics that I bought in some like $1.50 pen comics. And
what is that? Is that Adam Hughes?
Yeah, this is the Adam Hughes DC cover book.
And it's like you have everything you want to say until you hit record, right?
No, I didn't know what I was going to say. It's just I hadn't done one of those videos in a while. So when I tried to do one, it was like 14 minutes of crap. And it's like, okay, I've got to shoot.
Wow.
I'll shoot this again tomorrow, and I'll upload it, and I'll say the same thing, but I won't be.
Andrew, is that going to the store?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
I think Avery bought me a copy of this as well when it went to Ollie's. But I got these two.
I gave you a copy of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got both of these when I was in New York one year.
Yeah,
I might want that Brian Boland, dude.
No.
Wait, didn't one of us buy Todd a copy when that book was out?
Yeah, I thought we did.
You never gave it to me, which is probably why you're now putting one in the store, asshole.
Oh no, I got I have other books for you that I put aside for you, so don't worry.
Yeah, that was a long time ago too. That's like early when we first started finding the comics in Ollie's. That's when we got that Brian Boland book.
Secret Wars. This is the Brian Bendis Secret Wars. This is the Gabriel Delato art.
That doesn't exist.
I don't understand. They redid Secret Wars?
Yeah. No, they didn't redo it. They just made a new limited series, and they entitled it Secret Wars.
I don't like that. They should have called it Secret Wars 3 then. You can't. This is Jaws.
Well, technically, it's called Secret War, not Wars.
Oh, true. Secret War.
Oh, let's see what else I got here.
Just perfect.
Exterminators. Which volume is this? Volume 1. Oh, okay.
I know I had some of those.
Sentinels Anthology. I have some art in this one. Here, there's my art right there on the cover, right there.
Wait, you're getting rid of something that you did? Do you not have a copy?
No, I just pulled this out. I didn't say I was getting rid of it.
Oh,
I think I have multiple copies of this. So, oh yeah, here. There's my art. Oh my God, that's so bad.
Wow, Andrew, you've gotten a lot better, bro.
Yeah,
I can't.
You know who did the coloring on this?
Who?
Me. Just goes to show you how bad it was.
Wait,
dude, have you seen Pooh? I did. That's 96 pages of utter garbage I drew.
Hold on just a second.
Yeah, hold on.
All right. Sorry. The kid was trying to talk to me.
What?
This is volume 4.
Which one?
Volume 3, The Boy. Volume 2 and Volume 1 of Sentinels. These are all fantastic. I swear, he did a color version of Book 1, and I have it somewhere. Ooh, best wishes. He wrote it. But I have the color version of Book 1. I swear those guys should crowdfund these things. It frustrates me to hell that he doesn't do it. Oh God. I don't know why I have this. This was a gift from somebody at some point in my life.
Oh my God.
DC Comics masks. 9 masks of DC heroes and villains to assemble and wear. You have Two-Face, the Flash, Superman, the Joker, Darkseid, Catwoman, Batman, Doomsday, and a really bad-looking Wonder Woman.
That looks very, that's all terrifying. They're word.
Paper masks that you can assemble and wear.
Yeah, for when you go out to murder someone, you just throw it in the trash.
Yeah, let's see. What was the cover price of this thing?
That looks
I'm dying. I'm dying.
$25. This was originally $25.
Come on, if somebody as epic as Michael Myers can wear a William Shatner mask, these are the next thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You could wear a Doomsday mask. Look at that Doomsday.
No. Look at the Two-Face. That's the one. Because look at the Harvey Dent.
There you go.
Look at that, dude. That is just. You see that mask, you're like, oh. You'll be murdering me and my whole family tonight. I clearly see by the mask.
Yeah. We lost. I don't know if you guys noticed. We lost Lorenzo. He said his laptop battery went dead.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
Because anyone that wears that mask is definitely like going house to house, killing babysitters. Straight up.
Was that what Halloween was about? Was killing babysitters?
That's a meme, dude. It's in
I never watched
slasher flicks. Michael Myers was after his sister.
Oh, okay.
Because when he was a little kid, he killed his whole family except his little sister.
Did you guys see this one? Dinotopia? I think this is one of the original releases of the book. This is an awesome book. But my son was really into dinosaurs at the time. And actually, let's see. Yeah, this is a first edition. I mean, it's a little beat up, but, it doesn't have the wraparound cover and all, but... Yeah, I'll take these to the store, put them in the store if somebody's interested in them. Probably charge them out the butt, but, yeah, they were originally $40 each. I'll probably put 30 on them, maybe 25. If anybody out there is interested. But these Digimon issues, this is. Oh, this one's got stains on the side of it. It's probably not worth anything. Oh yeah.
Strange that hotel was checking and said the same thing.
Yeah, there could be some inspiration here. Maybe I'll put those aside to look at later.
Oh. Inspiration. The page
is
stained. Okay, we got you.
Oh, so one of the things I've been doing with the movies is putting some aside that I think my daughter will like. Just simply because, she doesn't buy a lot of movies and she likes movies. Let me show you the ones that I put aside for her. Gangs of New York with Leonardo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Cameron Diaz. This is a fantastic movie.
People raved about that movie. When I watched it, I just was like,
Love and Mercy with John Cusack. It's the
He's one of those dudes that look like his face is stretched back.
Yeah, but
the original black and white Fly. American Psycho, the uncut version.
Now that I have never seen. The parts of it I've seen is awesome.
Gattaca with Ethan Hawke, Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman.
I was getting there, dummy. I was getting there.
Oh, I was getting there.
It's Uma Hawke and Ethan Thurman.
Uma Truman.
Their daughter is in Strange Things.
It's Back to the Suture.
Back to the Future trilogy.
Back to the features.
Back to the features.
Yeah, I'm going to put those aside for the daughter because I think she'll like those.
I love Mikhail Fox in Back to the Future.
Mikhail Fox. All right. Well, guys, hey, Art of Read, how's it going? You're showing up at a bad time because we're getting ready to shut down. When there's less people watching than there is people on the actual stream, it's time to shut down.
All your views come later. You'll get like another 20 later.
Yep.
Wow, that's all right. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all coming by. Lorenzo, I'm so sorry we didn't get a chance to talk more. I know you had a problem with your computer. But
yeah, and we miss you, bud.
Yeah, we do. I'll send out an invite for Friday's show. But we'll be looking at more stuff on Friday. I got, like I said, I got like 3 more bins of toys. I got just a whole crap load of stuff to go through. Oh, you know what I found? I found my bin that has all my my Transformers. Well, what's left over of my original Transformers collection? Let me show you just one that's really, really cool.
Oh, now you're talking my language. I was thinking that the other day. I'm so far away from Transformer collecting that I'm like forgot how big I was into Transformers.
Yeah, until you buy your first one, and then you're screwed.
Yeah. Brian Scher and his campaign has kind of made me remember, like, he kept talking like, yeah, for those guys who were Transformers fans, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I just
the original Jetfire.
Oh yeah.
And his chest plate my chest plate looked like the cigarette smoke looking thing.
Yeah, it's so weird, but I mean, I didn't do anything special to it, but and I believe I have all the plastic armor pieces.
The chest.
What's funny is they just basically made him from like a Robotech thing because he looked
right, and that's why I want the Robotech so bad.
They absolutely
that and Robotech is awesome.
They absolutely did just steal it from Robotech.
The plastics on the chest piece and wings are different than the other plastics and metals.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that you can't. This character was so weird. It was so temperamental, depending on how you.
He's one that I actually had when I was a kid, and it would pinch the flying Liberty Gibbet out of your fingers. It would.
Yep. I gotta check it. Yeah, you've said worse in this episode. So
I was about to say that's what.
Yeah. You've already dropped an F-bomb on here, dude.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if I take off,
I've been watching a lot of Cecil streams. I'm sorry.
I take off the plastic.
Andrew, you said you're bringing the Transformers to the store too?
I may.
Yeah.
But
make sure you have that thing appropriately priced.
Yeah, please.
Check it out. And all the yeah, you gotta be careful.
I do my best to not take advantage of friends, but if you have that not appropriately priced, I will have to buy it.
Yeah, and like bag that or put it in one of those cases. You can buy those clear boxes for figures.
Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna bag everything. I'm gonna try to, because I have so many. I have most of the accessories, so I'm gonna try.
You're
to keep
making me
together.
extremely nervous as an ex collector of G1 and an ex articulate. That's gonna be my thing. Articulate. I used to do the reviews on YouTube when YouTube didn't give money out. That figure right there that he's playing so nonchalantly with is notoriously, for all the pieces he was just slamming into place like it was 1984. The arm fall off so easy. Be careful. It's pretty. It's a
no. This was well loved. I mean, it's
played with that. That was actually yours.
Yeah.
Don't sell that.
If playing with it is transforming it over and over and over and over again.
Yes.
Pope Fire says, someone say fire.
Oh.
Fire.
Yeah.
I've got slag sitting next to my bed.
You have a Pope Fire in the. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? The one that I have, I'm fairly certain I know I have every piece for, was the. Do you remember the one with the lion and the rhino, and they were really big?
The Holy Grail.
The Predators. Predacons.
Yes, I have all of them.
Yeah,
and I have all the attachments, and I can make Predaking. So
I had it up until I had to sell it for some reasons back in 2013.
The Predacons were awesome. They were like the final. That was when they moved over from metal to plastic, but they were still making the They were like, okay, well, if we go to plastic, let's make it like glow. You know what I mean? Those Predacon toys are pretty.
Well, there are Predaking figures that are all metal. And
really?
I had the metal, and you can change them too.
Really? So, I thought they were. I remember them. Maybe I'm wrong. I remember them being plastic.
No, Predaking is a heavy figure. Heavy.
Oh man.
He's every Transformer collector has a holy grail. Most are Fortress Maximus. I always stared up at Kmart. I always stared up at Fortress Maximus, but I never had it.
Yeah.
I also technically never had Predaking as a kid. I just had 1 or 2 of the figures.
I had Fortress Maximus.
Yeah, I wanted. Oh, he's like
that was such an awesome toy.
Here's a G1 Starscream.
I had Bumblebee and mine was red.
Cliff Jumper?
No, it was Bumblebee. It said Bumblebee on the
back. Oh,
back.
right. Yeah. There was a figure of Bumblebee that was...
all the small ones, they were multicolored versions of them.
Yeah.
The little ones that were in blister packs.
Yeah, I remember that.
The coloring varied.
This guy was my very first Transformer, Starscream.
That's gorgeous.
It's like I got Slag with no head.
I had that guy.
I
didn't have Starscream.
They all look like that.
Thrust. I'm pretty sure I have all of his pieces.
Okay, yeah, it's Thrust.
Let's see, we got
there's the other piece to. Oh, you have almost a complete Jetfire.
Got a G1 Hound.
Yeah.
I even have instructions. I even have the instructions for
those can be. You know what? That might be eBay thing for you because those things are expensive on eBay. You have a whole handful of them.
Yeah, these are. Oh, here's the original for G1 Generation 1 Hound.
Yeah.
Yeah, those instruction booklets are hard to get.
Yep.
Do you have any more? Oh yeah, I have. Oh, this is a Hot Rod. I don't think I have Hot Rod anymore.
Just
but
that. Be careful with that. That just right there is valuable.
Oh, this is
that right
only
there
half
is at
of
least a $20 bill. Or it was a couple years ago. I don't know what they're looking like. I'm guaranteeing those things because they were destroyed easily are still up there in price.
Smoke screen. I'm pretty sure I've.
You definitely might want to check before putting them in your store. You might want to check eBay.
I got oh wow, this is a.
Is that Cobra Commander?
Cobra Commander, but man, his.
That wasn't real. That wasn't real. That was already done.
No,
you can buy a new O-ring and put that back together.
Yeah, I can use an O-ring from somebody else. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the mail off Cobra Commander.
Oh, don't use it for. Oh man, is that a?
Yeah, it's a.
Oh man,
and I got a lot of them.
Yeah,
these O-rings.
Condo.
These O-rings probably broke on their own, just being out in storage for so long.
Yeah, they will. They'll dry rot.
They sell aftermarket by the packs of those things.
Zorana.
Yeah, Zorana.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of knots.
One of my all-time favorites. Sci-fi. Oh, I loved him. Him and Low Light and Barbecue. That release was awesome.
I have a big hole of knowledge with G.I. Joe.
I have half a Barbecue.
Barbecue, yeah. Barbecue was cool because it came with that axe, dude. That hatchet.
Ooh, Beachhead.
Beachhead,
yeah. Beachhead was an a-hole.
I have a big hole in my knowledge about
how many of your thumbs are broke off?
They're all good.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Because the thumbs on mine, dude, broke off all the time. Because I always wanted to move the gun around and make the gun look like you were holding the gun the right way. And that's what broke the thumbs.
Dr. Mindbender.
Oh, crap, dude.
Yeah, I got a whole crap load of them in here.
Andrew, just to let you know, I bought some single Transformers without the directions at like Comic-Con maybe a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And it was like $15 a piece.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were those were like beat up, like,
Oh, this is one of the guns to one of the well, no.
Yep. That's one of the that gun right there is probably a $20 bill. Especially since
Deep probably Six. I loved him. All he did was move his arms.
Yeah, because he's so different than the others. I'm going to say this real quick. I have a real big hole in my knowledge about G.I. Joe because I wasn't allowed to watch G.I. Joe. My mom didn't like the guns. So my dad was like, well, he's not stopping watching Transformers. So we'll stop him from watching G.I. Joe and give that to mom as if I'm being censored.
Oh, what was his name? Airtight. Airtight, yes. Him, all the colored ones that came out in this series, Barbecue, Airtight, Low Light, and Sci-Fi were like my favorite characters just because they look so cool. Oh, here's what's his name?
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Yeah, I forgot his name. I got him. I have what was the ambulance? What was his name? I have him. I have all his pieces.
Ratchet.
Ratchet, yeah. Oh, I got a whole bunch more. Oh, here's Predaking weapons or yeah.
Yep.
You know. Now that I have the instruction booklets, I can match all the weapons up and make sure I have a complete set.
It'll probably make you a better dime if things are still the way they were, and I don't see why they wouldn't be. Each sword is going to be a bill for you. Yeah, you're going to have to hassle through it. If you take it to the flea market, you're going to have to do flea market prices. But if you look on eBay, I think you'll be surprised at some of the prices on those things. Because people have their toys from kids, or they have something they've built, and all they need is that one piece to complete their thing.
Yeah, actually, a buddy of mine who was big into Transformers at one time had found a site that bought pieces. Mm-hmm. Do you know how much money they gave for the landing gear for like Starscream and all?
Yeah.
They gave you like $30 in credit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I traded that in plus a couple of things and got like $50 worth of credit and bought Mike a whole bunch of Transformers, which he then later
I was about to say that Dinobot you have, you know how you have no head on it?
Yeah, I've got the head somewhere.
If you was to take a tiny screwdriver and take him apart and sell his leg and sell his arm, you'd make more money than trying to sell him like that.
Yeah. What was I going to show you? Oh, I have. Oh, hold on a second. I got one more thing I want to show you. Hold on.
He loves doing this. You realize how much like money Homeboy has spent on all this stuff over the years?
Yeah, I know. We all have, but Andrew spent more.
Well, Andrew was able to keep it all. I probably spent the most, but I had like people steal shit, and I traded stuff in, and I mean, I remember trading like I pretty much traded all 90s, my entire 90s, my early 90s run and my 80s run for like a stereo system back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? Like back in the days we used to go to like set up tables at flea markets and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's when I sold all that all my Rob Liefeld era stuff for New Mutants.
Yeah, that's right. That stuff would have been worth a fucking fortune.
And Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet, and all that.
That's right. I remember that. That's right.
So that era, Silver Surfer, all that stuff for that bass guitar that got stolen. Those people broke into our house.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, Predaking, my baby. He's so beautiful. So beautiful. God damn it. Oh, and they just made a new one, and the new one's it's so aftermarket beautiful. I mean, when they aftermarket Transformers, they get it right. Jeez, that's why, dude, there was people spending like $1,000 on one Transformer aftermarket just because it looked so beautiful.
You know those re-releases they put out recently?
Mm-hmm.
I think, what was it? The Constructicons, the entire set was like on clearance for like $20, $30 or something like that.
Ouch.
Did you guys see the Sideshow G1
$20-$30?
Yeah, it was on clearance at Walmart.
Wow.
Did you guys see the side? I think it was Sideshow that did the Transformer G1 sculptures. Did you guys see that? Like it was so good. Let me see if I can pull it up. What they did is I took pictures of it last year at Comic-Con. What they did is they took the G1 animated series and they made them sculptures and they painted them like animated cells.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow.
All right. The funny thing is I have a bin which has all of Mike's Transformers in it, and they're all like, more modern Transformers, and all these were in that bin. So at one point, Mike had gotten a hold of my my Predaking guys. Yeah, these are all complete plastic. But I have all of them. I got the wings for him somewhere, but I got to check and see and get all the pieces. But I'm pretty sure I have everything. Everything for this guy.
Oh God, they transformed so sexy.
Yeah, those are awesome pieces.
The clicking. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's not obnoxious at all. It's so beautiful.
Hey, when Andrew, when you're done, I'll show you the ones that I want to get.
Oh, okay. I don't remember if I remember how to transform this guy.
I need to see if my anniversary edition Optimus Prime is in one piece. He's just been laying in a box. Sometimes things just break when you leave them in a box.
Wait, the 25-year one?
Yeah, the one that was at Walmart for like $50 when it came out. Now it's like $100.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I have that, and I have the box somewhere. At least I did.
Kodiak, look at this one. This is how fantastic this guy was. In order to transform into the robot, what you did is you pulled the legs down and took the animal legs and pushed them up inside.
Yeah.
And then his arms came down.
That's how I mate.
I was about to say, and yet that's all we needed to totally puzzle our parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
and what's so funny is he has a Decepticon symbol right here on the front, but he has that sticker that you had to rub in order to find out whether or not he was a good guy or a bad guy.
His rub-on stickers, guys.
He's got his rub-on stickers, man. But
put that kibble on his back down. There he goes.
Actually, this goes this way.
Man, I haven't heard that term in a while. That's an old internet term. Kibble. Kibble is that bulky crap you get on Transformers that when you transform them, they have like all the transforming gear on their back. We called it kibble.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he was a leg. He had a base that he connected to.
Did you have the whole? You have the whole thing there?
Oh,
do.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't. I have all the pieces. I gotta find them all. But I know we have them all.
Oh, okay. You have the feet too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that's G1, so he's a $200 bill, easy.
Predator, he's not G1, dude.
That's not G1?
No, G1 had like 10 figures, like 10 Autobots and 10 Decepticons.
Bro, that is a G1 figure.
No way.
That's Predaking G1. That is Predaking G1. I've had like 3 different versions of this G1 bought. 3 of them.
No, you're okay. You're right. He's considered G1. I consider G1 like G1 the very first season, like the very first.
Yeah. I understand where you guys are getting confused. Yeah. I think with the toys, G1 is anything of that initial run for those.
Yeah.
And you're talking Wave Run, which is the Wave one, which is the ultimate wave.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's tons of stuff in that never made it onto the show because there wasn't a lot of episodes. And the toys kept going for a few years after. The show was on for a few years after, but they just didn't make any more new ones.
Remember, the movie was all about killing off Wave 1.
Yeah.
That's all the movie was about killing off Wave 1 and introducing Wave 2.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff never made it on the show.
And I got to remember that my term Generation 1 is a retrofitted term that came after Generation 2 in the 90s, which was just basically republishing all your works and whatever, and recolors and whatever. So it was a fan retrofit to all like I think 6 waves of the Transformers. But that first wave, the ones that were Diaclone and Microman, is that all plastic or is it got some metal
it's all plastic. No, it's all plastic.
Yeah, because I had the metal part. So my first one was metal. That's
so
why
there's 2 hands and there's 2 feet that go with it. And
but it's still beefy with those feet go in.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember. Oh, there we go.
There you have it. Yeah, that was my whole.
Check this out. You want to see the Japanese? Hold on, I'll show you the Japanese version of it. Yeah, share my entire screen.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Isn't that dope? Look at that.
That's so beautiful.
Look at that.
And back then?
Right there. No, this is new. It's like an aftermarket.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. It's dope.
One of those figures is the size of almost the entire Predaking. G1 Predaking.
Look at that thing.
Oh, he's so good.
I got to see if I can find all the other pieces.
He's like $5,000 now, isn't he?
Probably.
God, he's.
I mean, look how detailed the face is on this. Look at that. And that's plastic. It's pretty crazy.
And that's a rip-off.
Yeah, this is the rip-off. The Weijing WJ Sky Sword Dive Bomb Oversized War Eagle Combination Mode POTP Feral Rex Predaking.
Well, in the past couple years, until Hasbro finally caught on, the better Transformers were rip-offs, were knockoffs.
Check this out. Kodiak, you're gonna dig this. These are the G1 sideshow sculptures. That's a sculpture.
Why are they showing a generated version though?
No, that's not a generated version. That's the painting. That's the sculpture. They painted it.
They paint it where it looks like.
Look, watch this. Here, I'll zoom in. Look at that. You see that?
Yeah.
That's the sculpture.
That's legitimately looks like a cartoon.
It legitimately looks like a cartoon.
Whatever.
All right, so I found.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Dope. I would actually really want the Optimus
and they're huge. They are so big.
Yeah, they give the comparison right there on the side.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. You want they got Optimus.
Optimus and Megatron.
All right, I found the feet. So now I just have to find the hands.
Look at that, dude.
Wings.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I would want that.
Look at that. Look how dope that. It looks just like the animated show.
I know.
Very cool.
Look at this.
All right. Hey, hold on just a quick second. Hey, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream since nobody else is out there anymore. Thanks a lot for coming by, and catch y'all on Friday.